Hi, my name is Justin Harnden. I'm a high school theater and television and video production teacher in the state of Michigan. I've been teaching for 15 plus years, and I currently have a master's in educational leadership to go along with this current one that I'm working on with ACE. I coach girls varsity soccer, I direct shows and plays and musicals, and I do a lot of our live streaming and events and functions at the high school as well. When you look back at me as a learner, this is a long time ago now, it brought up a lot of memories for me and a lot of thoughts. The first one that came up to me is that really everything is still under construction. I do a lot of things that I still try to get better at every day. Back when I first entered high school and entered school, and from all I can remember, I felt like the institution of school never really applied to me too much. I'd be considered more like the outcast and the ADD thing or the quiet kid in the background, and the current elements that I was in school didn't really fit. I felt more like I was trapped in a cell and behind a door. I felt like I was that kid in the cartoon looking out in the window going, I want to be out there doing all that stuff, not stuck in here inside a classroom. I felt like a lot of this stuff was set up with a teacher in front of the class in a lecture situation where somebody was up in front of me the whole time, constantly telling me what to do. And on the board would be the letters and the numbers, and nothing really clicked for how I did things. My view on education really was a struggle for me. I was often frustrated in what I did. Granted, I didn't do poorly. I didn't do bad in classes. I got fairly good grades, but it just didn't fit to what I wanted to do. And me and education didn't really fit together. So it allowed me to look at some things now. That how do I learn best? Well, quite honestly, I learn best with human interaction. When I interact with others and allowed to experiment with things and do certain things and work in different ways, sort of try and find and fail and learn. I feel that failure brings the best out of me. I'm also left at wonder that what magic and inspiration goes on. One of the things I teach in my classes a lot is imagination. Like come up with things on the spot, come up with things that you never even knew worked. That magic element really lets people fly and jump up and figure out things on their own. I think that's really what how do I learn best is just try to feel like that magic and that concept and let me learn on my own, let me try different things and imagine possible solutions. And you never really know where it's going to get. When you look at the Wright brothers, when they first thought how to fly, they just sort of said, hey, let's do this and see what happened. And it brought them basically where nobody else has been in their lives. I also think I learned from nourishing and looking at worldly figures and world cultures and things like that. I'm a big advocate for world traveling and seeing different things around the world and learning things as they go. And I think that's really important. Because once that really happens, you become a worldly perspective, and that's really what I want to do the most. I want to learn as much about the world as I possibly can, and hopefully pass that on for my students as well. And I know it's going to take a long, long time to get there, but I'm willing to put in the legwork and effort to get it.